crypto. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing well. Song always gets me in the mood for streaming, no matter when. Stake Blaze and earn ETH. Now you can participate in diamonds and earn ETH. I got my buddies here and here working their fucking asses off in the mines, mining diamonds for everybody that wants loads of fucking cash. Yeah, welcome to the Titanx community stream. Usually Utah and Rich run this one. Utah's got a few things going on with his family this evening. Condolences to everybody in Utah's family. Hope you're all keeping well. And thanks everybody that's here tuning in. Some interesting stuff. Rich Landon's going to be coming up here with me tonight, and we're going to go through a few things going on in the wider crypto ecosystem, and also have a look at what's going on in Titanx. Maybe have a little look at Pulse Chain as well. But flash crash in the market. I haven't seen a dump like this in a long time. There were the kind of things whenever I started off in crypto back in 2021. They were the kind of thing that felt like it happened all the time. These crazy, even Bitcoin dumping 10, 15% in a day, Ethereum dumping 10, 15% in a day. We haven't seen stuff like this for quite some time. People comparing it to FTX, COVID, and people getting pretty damn bullish by the fact that we've had this massive dump. Titanx was not affected too badly. Pulse Chain not affected too badly when you look at the amount that other coins dumped. AVAX, for example, 40% dip in one day. Absolutely insane. But listen, folks, I'm going to play a video. I don't usually do this too often, but 2.5, 3 minute video. And fucking listen.
I think in cryptocurrency, people don't understand the value of weak hands. Let's say that you had a jar full of marbles, and you had 10 people that put marbles in, one each. Now the jar has 10 marbles in it. Let's say that that's an exchange, and the marbles are called, we won't name them. So now in this jar of marbles, someone decides, you know what? I want to make a return on my investment. And they take out 2 marbles. Great, that guy doubled his money. But there's only 8 marbles left for the 9 remaining people. And there's tons and tons, probably millions of stories of people that used to have Bitcoin back when it was cheap, and now they don't have it anymore because they got shaken out. They were weak hands, they got shook out, and now all they have is a story about how they could have been a contender and could have been so rich if they had just done something different. Well, you don't want to be one of those stories. If you're in a real project and that project is likely to oscillate 80 to 95% dips. That's what Bitcoin does. That's what Ethereum does. It's what cryptocurrencies in general do.
So, fucking interesting watching that video. I mean, maybe people agree with it, maybe they don't. But I wholeheartedly do. I'm a fucking diamond-handed motherfucker. I'm here for the long haul. These dips don't affect me. You just keep on battling, and it is what it is. Okay, so before we get into our own stuff, I'm going to bring up a couple of comments here. Okay, so uh, rich chicken ball bag. Fuck away off if you're going to be like that. Unaffected. I'm unaffected. That's my take. It's my stream. It's our stream. If you disagree, so be it. I'm happy that you're here watching, but there's a million other, if you don't like what we talk about, there's a million other places you could be on a Saturday night rather than sitting watching me talk what you believe is wrong. So why don't you take yourself off and fuck away off? Darko, seriously, man. I mean, when are you ever gonna stop with your own FUD? Why are you talking about why to even use the word retard? I mean, have a little bit of respect for other people's opinions. Yes, Inferno is down 100%. Well, all it can do from here is go up. So either sell and stop crying, or stop tuning in every single week to just argue or say things that are counter to what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring the belief back. We're trying to help people hold on to their bags, build on their bags, build belief. If you don't agree with what we're trying to do, why tune in all the time? Why come all the time? I'm glad you're here. I am. But put some positive fucking comments in the comment section. Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, the video that I shared, very, very important. If you're a diamond hander, if you believe in building and holding your bags, that video that I shared from Richard Hart is very, very important. So, Rich Landon, how's it going, man?
Unaffected.
There we go. Yeah, exactly. Because why are we unaffected? Why are you unaffected?
Because I don't put all my eggs in one basket, and I don't over leverage my trades, and I don't over allocate. So I don't have to come here and bitch and cry about all the losses I've taken. I've taken my lumps like everyone else, and I'm choosing to look forward. I got too much invested to give up. So I'm not willing to. I repel all this negative projected speech. I don't take it. I got
Yeah.
bigger visions in mind. I get bigger hopes, and I choose to be more positive. So going forward, yeah, I'm looking forward, not backwards.
Yeah, that's all I do. I mean, yes, I mean, it's tough at times. Don't fucking get me wrong. It's really tough at times. Yesterday, the dump, okay, the day before the dump, the day before, and I'll just be honest here because I like to tell people how I feel at certain times because I do have fucking emotions. I'm not emotionless. I was absolutely pissed off, disgusted a few days before the crash yesterday. Just because we put so much effort in, because we work so much, because we have so much belief, and we haven't really got a return as yet for all the effort that we put in. But the dump yesterday, I was laughing, going, "Holy shit!" It's kind of good to see a proper flush out. A lot of this stuff's just FUD, just people talking. But yesterday was the real deal. Yesterday was the real market manipulation. Crash the motherfuckers, all these people playing with leverage, short-term thinkers all get wiped out. So I was I was laughing last night going, holy fuck, this is a serious wipeout. And I'm often wrong, but I believe that it can only really get pretty much better from where we are now. Can't get that much worse.
Yeah, it could be fortunately or unfortunately, but I had a lot of project costs to take care of and responsibilities to pay for. So I started moving into USDC last week and the week before, and I didn't know this was coming, but I feel like a genius after yesterday.
Nice. All right. So before we crack on, okay, I'm glad you're doing streams, Dargo. I'm glad you're doing streams. I'm here to hang out. And of course, a few sentences of FUD got to be done. You're well known for it. You got to shake that handle, though, man. But in the long run, I'm super bullish on the eco. Lovely. Glad to hear it. yesterday was a dump, super bullish for us here. Yes, I've seen Eric posting that Dragon X didn't dump as much, tagging it Titanx didn't dump as much as the rest of the market. Blaze had a bit of a dump. Inferno didn't have very many sellers at all. So I think, it just goes, Pulse Chain held up pretty damn strong. Some things over there were actually green yesterday. So I think it kind of goes to show that, we should be somewhere around the bottom. We can't see there doesn't seem to be too much more downside for us and the places that we are. And a quick shout out, Renegade Master. Thanks for tuning in. Listen, tomorrow, thanks for reaching out and having a little bit of a chat in TG this week. Great to converse with you a little bit and get to know you a little bit better. And thanks for all the effort you're doing around the ecosystem at the minute.
Yeah, I'd like to second that. He's helped out with some positive, constructive criticism on the Smoke Telegram chat and helped us make a lot of improvements. We got a long ways to go, but I'm still trying to cover a lot of bases. So it takes, and then I'm not a professional in Telegram, so I need others' help.
Yeah, constructive criticism. I have disagreements with loads of people, but I never hold grudges. And never hold grudges, and just kind of we all make mistakes. So I've got quite a few disagreements with people on Twitter and on Telegram lately. But I will never hold it against somebody if they, have a different opinion to me. I'm always here to open up or listen to other people's opinions and either agree, disagree, argue it back and forward, whatever it may be.
Yeah, it does no good to continue to dwell over the fact that we're down across the board. It's obvious there's a certain strategy taking place in the Titanx ecosystem. No one can argue that. So I'm kind of with the plan now that I understand the plan.
With the plan. All right. What time is it there in where you are in the States at the minute?
2 p.m.
All right, I've got my little double gin tonic ready to go here. I don't know if do you guys have, you can't even see it, Fever Tree? Have you got this tonic in the States, Fever Tree?
No, I don't think so.
Fucking game changer. If you like a little gin and tonic, this Fever Tree stuff is an absolute game changer.
So it's like a spiked soda?
Yeah, so it's just like it's a
sparkle water, spiked sparkle water.
Yeah, slightly flavored, just to give your gin a nice little bit of extra taste. So cheers everybody who's tuning in so far.
Yes, still midday for us. Anyway, cheers as well.
Okay, so what are we going to discuss tonight? Titanx community stream. What's happening in the ecosystem? What are you seeing going on out there?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of interesting to watch yesterday. I didn't know that was coming. So I started looking at the different charts and looking at the ratios on all the Titanx BOTs compared to the Titanx token ratios. And it was kind of interesting. No one really fell off the cliff. It was pretty much broader market. And just like, we could expect to be down with what we saw with Ethereum dropped over $1,000 in 20 minutes. Bitcoin dropped 35%. I couldn't believe that.
So that was pretty insane, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen anything like that for quite some time. It's more like a slow fucking drain down into the right, but to see that just these big fucking huge red candles, I don't know why it energized me. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just sick.
Yeah. The only thing I bought during that phase was a little bit of Peacock.
Crypto connoisseurs fucking catching your eye, is he?
Yeah. Well, just it's everywhere. You can't even get away from it. Liberty Swap and crypto connoisseur as well.
Yeah.
So I said, I don't want to buy the local top, but after it pulled back, I said, oh, okay, I'll grab some.
Yeah, bubbles ain't looking too bad. Blaze took a bit of a hit yesterday. Kind of hit a new all-time low, but I think again it kind of energized me. I'm not that bothered by it. There's not a lot of liquid holders of of Blaze at the minute, and I think anybody starting to take a position for Blaze and what we've got coming with diamonds in the future, and not financial advice, but I think we're going to work our asses off to make sure things do well. We'll dig deep. We'll dig a little bit into diamonds in the stream today as well. Good to see Taurus having a bit of a pullback, Dragon X pullback. So bubbles not really looking too bad there today across the board.
Yeah, you could expect that too, a bounce. I was talking to another friend of mine. He trades the stock market a lot, and he was saying the Ethereum looks like it's trying to make a possible triple top, which means that I hate to even concur, but it could possibly go lower or make another down leg. I don't know. I don't care about the technicals. I'm not in it for the technical trading.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So it's still obviously, well, regardless of yesterday, but it's still the Bitcoin bull market. We did, a couple of months back, we've seen Ethereum starting to really, really rally when it pushed up towards 5K. Bitcoin but dominance was dropping. But, apart from that time, the last couple of months of Bitcoin dominance has been creeping up slowly again. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from here. But with what happened yesterday, again, it's more of a gut and looking at what's happened before. It's more of a feeling for me that this is kind of the things that we'd need to see to have the changes that we're looking for finally start to happen in the market.
Yeah.
So hold on one second while we're here. Diamonds on my mind. Diamonds on my mind. Drop the white paper in the mud. I get diamonds on my mind.
I'm replying to a post in the Telegram chat.
We actually opened up the diamonds. We opened up a diamonds channel in the Blaze Telegram. There's something like 1,300 people in the Blaze Telegram. So we're going to be putting all the diamonds information, community updates, all that stuff's going to be incorporated into one place. So anybody wants to find out more about diamonds, just jump into the Blaze Telegram chat. We're going to be putting all the information in there and managing that in that channel. Most people, well, a lot of people in the Titanx ecosystem will already be in there. What else you got going on this week, Rich?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we're going through the audits right now and in the Diamonds project, and we got remediations going on with the audits from Buildify, and just doing a little Telegram maintenance with the Smoke project, and still got plans for that, but I had to put it on pause until I could get these other two off my plate. It's a lot. I can't even stress enough how much it takes to keep these multiple crypto projects going and cater to everybody's wants and needs.
Yeah, you will find again, I've mentioned this before, but at the time whenever I was building Pulse Wars and at the same time building Blaze, and Blaze ran straight into the building and launch of Inferno, that period for me was just like you literally didn't have a second, a second day to day. Just so much goes into, especially when you're building, into the tokenomics, dealing with the devs, auditing, testing. So much time gets eaten up doing that, and then small things like just answering Telegram messages, even fucking when it comes to sitting and reading your white paper and editing the white paper. I mean, you're doing it at the minute. The Pulse Wars, the old Pulse Wars white paper, I must have spent months on that, editing it, constantly changing it, tweaking it. You were doing that with the Diamonds white paper at the minute. Even that must eat up a fair bit of your time.
Yes, because it's like a constant. You're going back and rereading, finding errors, finding things you could have said better. And so it's a constant improvement. And I even see a few things now I need to update, but I'm not going to just yet.
Yeah, no, we had a good run through it on Tuesday night. It was nice to finally talk about a project that's been being built for quite some time. So it was nice. We still haven't put out a lot of details about diamonds. We haven't even publicly released the white paper. We haven't released any of the diagrams. We only just that stream was the first time we've actually covered it. So it was nice to get it out, talk about it, and see how it felt talking about it. But there was so many of the bullish points within diamonds that we didn't even really start to cover on the stream, and they will come out as we talk about it more and more. Just while we're doing LB, good to see you back, man. Good to see you back. I don't think I've seen you in the chat for quite some time. So thanks for tuning in. He says, fair play to the new Blaze team. 2 streams a week in these market conditions is some effort and commitment. That is exactly what we're trying to show, that we have unwavering commitment to the protocols that we have built. Many have fucking faltered, run away, and abandoned. We take on more, build more, stream more. I don't know. Maybe we're slightly insane. I don't know.
Excuse me.
No retail, no alt season. People just don't have the money. I mean, yes, at the minute, it's hard to see things pumping with the same, to use a phrase from the past, circle jerk. Yes, we do need retail coming in. No doubt about it. But there are whales about as well. And some whales can choose to pump certain ecosystems or pump certain coins without retail, and they are the things that will really start the market. So we need whales to come in and do something first before retail. So Darko, retail is here, just not in Titanx. I hope Jake and the I mean, where is the retail at the minute? Where are they? Maybe they're over on BSC. I'm not sure. The thing worth thinking about is that a lot of people do have crypto already, but most normies, even people that I know that I got the sacrifice for PulseX, that have no interest in crypto. They hold PulseX. They might hold a few other things that they've bought over, probably a couple of years ago. But they still, even though they're in crypto, they still have no interest in anything that's going on. When the market was starting to turn a few months ago, and we're starting to see Ethereum pump up a little bit, we're starting to see the big cap coins like XRP. I got a couple of messages, or should I be buying XRP at the minute? To which I just laughed. I just laughed to see the messages coming in, but we're not getting the retail. We're not getting the interest in your grandparents starting to ring you up and say, what's this going on in this crypto? Should I be buying something? So we're nowhere near that stage at the minute. I haven't seen these new videos yet. I'm going to get another look at one of these videos.
Diamonds are forever. The crown jewels keep. Diamonds are forever. Locked whispers of the sea. Diamonds are forever. Blaze that cracks the night. Diamonds are forever. Your ticket to the flight. NFTs, baby, sharp as diamond claws. 28 days of flex, no room for flaws. Stake your claim, don't fold, don't sell, just rise. Diamond mines the prize under crypto skies.
Great work.
We lost a video during its process. It didn't play.
What? I was watching it there. I wonder what happened. Anyway, we'll bring it back up again. So anybody wants us to cover anything in particular, just drop it in the chat. This is the Titanx community stream, so we're here to talk about anything that you guys want to bring up, want to talk about. Well, if not as well, or while we're waiting on other people to maybe suggest things to talk about, we will have a little dig into what's going on at the minute in the ecosystem with diamonds. But first, Rich, sorry, 1 second. We're touching a serious amount of grass. Good to see. Nothing like a little bit of grass touching. Listen to the most streams in the background or on catch up though to keep up to date. Good to hear you're still keeping keeping in touch, LB. And as I say, thanks for tuning in. Taurus Day 88. We on the Tuesday stream, it was creeping up. How do you think the day 88 played out in Taurus, Rich?
I think it was expected to have a drop, or at least cause some fear amongst people who were also part of that day one and beyond. So, but after, it's just like the day 280 of Titanx, when it came, people saw that, hey, the coast is clear, nobody died, whatever. So yeah, it was just getting past that initial shock. You could see it's going to be revived, and it's one of those sticky protocols where you have to keep investing to build your position, and so it kind of takes a further commitment in order to stay relevant in that. So that's a choice that people have to make. I mean, whether you want to do that or not, but you could keep your current amount of tokens and not participate further, and you're going to sort of lose a market share because others are going to build theirs, and it's just the crypto game. I like it. I'm bullish on Taurus. I think it has a lot of staying power because it's got a lot of funds that haven't been used yet. So it'll have like a reset cycle. So a lot of the funds that came out from that day 88, 89 and beyond is being staked for further another cycle. So you have some people holding liquid, and then you have some people staked. And so that continues the perpetual system. I like it. I'm in it. I have a ladder for stakes.
Yeah,
I had a few new creations at the moment.
I had a few people reaching out to me during the week asking my opinion on, going in heavier into staking, ban liquid. And again, I had to say to these people, being totally honest, although I love Taurus and what cryptographics is doing, it's not one of my bigger plays. I did a few creations just to be in the game. But and I claimed my first creation a couple of days ago, and I think it was up 40%, which is, not close to the astronomical numbers at the start, but still pretty fucking damn solid at this stage of the market.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so, but it's I've got so many other things going on that it's really difficult to keep Taurus needs, in my opinion, you're talking about it needs, you need to keep reinvesting, to keep playing the game. Personally, I don't have the time to invest in keeping up to speed, watching the figures day to day, seeing what's happening, playing the changing game there. I personally have too many other things going on to be able to keep on top of that. So I'm happy with the creations that I've done, and I'm happy to actually just sit and hold the acclaimed, and I'm gonna hold that liquid for a while and just see what it does over the coming weeks.
Yeah.
What's the story? So what's the story with the staking costs? I see a lot of people on Twitter saying about something for $1,000 stake, or something that was going to be potentially worth $1,000 was like $700 to create it. The stake is that
yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. So as the Taurus price comes way down, it could go lower in price, so that the total quantity of your tokens to stake those could actually cost more in Titanx to stake it. And it's part of the protocol design. So it reaches that equilibrium that is below the point where people will keep staking. So if you think about it, that sort of restricts more people from staking because of the price evaluation of it. They would not want to do it because it's a losing proposition. So that sort of flips the pendulum back, swinging the other way. So stakers will start to slow down until the price comes back up. Like right now, it's still staking zone.
Okay.
But if it gets too low, if it drops again too low,
that's by design, is it?
yes, it's by design.
Ah, fuck. See, there you go. That's it. That's it. I haven't even dug in deep enough to actually realize that. I thought it was just gas costs.
That's why it's an amazing protocol. It's just a matter of, do you want to stay relevant in with everyone else, or because if you actually just sit and hold liquid, you might end up being, it may drop again, and then you end up with a lesser value than you had before. So it's kind of like you have to DCA yourself into this protocol beyond one cycle. Like one cycle is 88 days. You have to maybe consider maybe 2 or 3 cycles to get a bigger supply. Well, I love the project. It's just like I said, I'm busy with so many other things. I can't be in the chats, and I can't be.
Yeah. So I mean, again, from personally, I'll probably, I'm saying I'm holding that liquid to see what happens, but I'll probably be market selling to get myself some Ethereum to go into diamonds.
I mean, it's for as cheap as Titanx is right now. It would be the time to stake your Taurus for another cycle, because I don't know if we'll be here on Titanx in this range as another 88 days. Maybe. We don't know that. So yeah, it's cheap enough for you to consider that. So I think I was looking at 5,000 tokens staked on Taurus would cost me $500 worth of Titanx. That was before the crash the other day.
Yeah, it just seems like a massive amount, and like another investment just to go into staking. Interesting, really interesting dynamic. Interesting.
Like I said, use money that you can afford to lose, and it's worth the try. Don't use money you can't afford to lose, because you're going to be like these people in the chat, butt hurt and bent and bitching and moaning and crying.
All right, nice one. Okay, this is an important question. This is probably the most important question of the stream tonight. Who the fuck is Don Pauly?
Look, the guy's a machine. Guy, girl, whatever. He's a machine. I got to give him hats off. He's everywhere, and he works tirelessly.
A round of applause for Don Pauly for tuning in tonight and being an absolute machine in the Titanx ecosystem. He's in every Telegram chat I go into. And unlike our friend Darko, he is bull posting and putting effort support into every protocol out on the ecosystem. Sorry, Darko, didn't mean to have a dig. But yeah, Don Pauly, who the hell are you? And why are you making such a concentrated effort to help everybody in the Titanx ecosystem?
Yeah.
Who do you think it is?
And now we got somebody just recently starts to appear. I think it's Tom. I just started seeing his face, but he's also starting to do some of the same thing like Don Pauly. I don't know if I don't know the name actually. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I've seen that one about as well. Can't remember if I've seen them bull posting or what, but yeah, I've seen that name kicking about for sure. These are fake profiles. Who are these peeps? Yeah, I want to know who Don Pauly is.
Hey, Darko, they might be fake, but at least I'd take 10 of them over one of you in the chats every day.
Darko's getting trolled tonight. While we're talking about trolling, what about Eric getting banned from the main Telegram chat? The main Titanx. Like it or hate it, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's the one comment I can agree with Eric on. No, I give him a hard time. I'm over it. I'm ready to bury the hatchet, but I still, he's just a tough character to really like.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. So to say anybody in the chat wants to chat about anything in particular, pop it in. We'll cover it. Look, diamonds, Rich, what's the story with diamonds at the minute? We were chatting about it going through the white paper a couple of days ago. In your opinion, what makes diamonds different from other things that have launched in the ecosystem so far?
every time I see a project that we go into, we have to eventually wait for that token if we mint it or if we auction it or however we obtain that token. Two things. One, that it inflates a lot. So that's one thing. The second thing is you have to sell it back down somehow into something. So I feel this ecosystem is in dire need of a system that pays you back while you don't have to sell the token. Get ETH payouts by utilizing the project, participating in the project, get ETH rewards so that when you get the tokens, whenever that is, you don't have to dump it. That's we kind of I don't know. I'm not against other projects doing that. It's however, we don't have one project that pays us in Ethereum right now.
Yeah, so what again, we'll run and what you're hitting at there, we'll run back to the very start of Titanx. You know, how many people in Titanx loved the staking and loved their Ethereum payouts. Same thing with Blaze. Okay, Blaze and Blaze itself is not flawed, but it just needs when with day 365 gone, it needs a little bit of life, and that's what you're trying to do with diamonds. But Ethereum payouts for Titanx at the start were awesome. Ethereum payouts within Blaze, which that our main goal was to make ETH divs great again. Ethereum payouts, and for the participants that are there in the system already, the Ethereum payouts have been absolutely awesome. And again, you've got three Ethereum payout pools in diamonds, and that is the main thing that you're trying to accomplish with diamonds. Sorry, I think we've lost Rich there. He's got a terrible internet connection wherever he is in the world. Even when we're chatting on Telegram, having our weekly catch-up calls, he continually disappears on me. So yeah, well, again, I wanted to hear Rich give his opinion as to what the importance of these. You heard him say there about not needing to sell down. So many projects you go into to get your profit, you have to sell down the token that you're putting in. When we dig in deep into the way diamonds is built, you will see that there's a lot of ways that you can participate in the system and never need to sell down any of the tokens that are in it to get profit. You should and hopefully will be able to lock in profits by playing the system properly and competing in there for Ethereum rewards. There is nothing like getting the Big Daddy Ethereum rewards into your wallet, every 28 days, whatever it may be. So, see Darko there. Where's Sray? Tired of scamming? Yep, Sray, not in the chat tonight. Actually, it's good to get a little bit of a break and have a few other people popping up. Solo X, thanks for tuning in. What's up, guys? Fun times. Fun times indeed. I hope you caught the start of the stream. If you didn't catch the start of the stream tonight, we played a 3-minute video of Richard Hart talking about the value of weak hands. And by that, he meant the value of weak hands to strong hands. We will have seen a lot of people getting shaken out. Now, look, it's sometimes, fuck's sake, Sray pops up in the chat, shadow listing. Oh, I can't get away from him. We bring all the delinquents, the true DeFi delinquents are in our Telegram chat. Good to see you here again. Thanks for tuning in. But how's sentiment tonight, boys? Sentiment is great. Look, and again, Sray, love him or hate him, you've been here in the ecosystem the whole time. I think you've been in crypto for much longer than maybe a lot of people that are kicking about. In my opinion of how sentiment is, strangely, I'm excited by this massive dump. They were a thing that you've seen a lot before. I haven't seen things like this, the big, huge dumps like this in quite some time. And they were a thing that you've seen happen back in the good old days, when things dumped real hard and pumped real hard as well. We've had a slow bleed all over the place over the last 3-4 years. Since 2021, we've had a slow bleed of everything. And in my opinion, sentiment, it's good to see this, big, massive clear out liquidation, huge dump, something akin to the 2020 COVID dump, which I wasn't here for. But looking back and seeing how the market rallied after that, how it recovered, all the bullish factors that we've been talking about and looking forward to over the last few months, Bitcoin dominance coming down and things like that. And altcoin season creeping closer and closer and closer. Now we're looking at this 5-year cycle. Sentiment for me, I'm happy that I'm here. I hope again, not financial advice, and I hope if you bought the dip yesterday, it was a great play. Long term, in my opinion, it will have been. But yeah, time will tell. We'll see how things pull out. All right, Rich Landon has been kicked out of StreamYard. I hope he gets logged back in. Otherwise, you guys are just going to have to listen to me ramble on. Utah, again, condolences to Utah and his family. He had a death in the family, which is why he's not here tonight. I hope that him and all his relatives are holding up okay. That's why you've got me on here tonight. I didn't really have anything planned to talk about in particular. So we're going to dig into diamonds a little bit. Hopefully Rich gets back in. If not, I'll start looking at a few things around Twitter and what people are talking about, have a little bit of a look at what the sentiment is out there. But yeah, look, diamonds protocol built on Blaze. What we're aiming to do here, we've got 3 different Ethereum payout pools in the protocol, okay? It is akin to what Diamonds or what Blaze was back in the day, trying to create a project that will pay out its users in Ethereum. And there's a lot of this has been looked at again for months and months and months. People that think we're here to extract value from the ecosystem or to take our genesis and run like fuck. You couldn't be further wrong, or that couldn't be further from the truth. We're trying to build something that's long lasting. That's, Blaze is going to run for, I think it's something like 11 years, over 11 or 18 years. The distribution of the Blaze token is going to happen. Diamonds is linked exclusively to that. There can never, you need one Blaze to mint one diamond. So the growth of diamonds is closely linked to the growth of Blaze. And the Ethereum payouts are something that have been massive in the Titanx ecosystem, they almost came back for a long time. Well, they were back for quite some time with Blaze, but they started to fade out lately. And there's 600 grand of Ethereum to get paid out to the stakers in Blaze on day 888. And Diamonds is a wonderfully created protocol that's built on top of Blaze. And we're going to dig into it a lot more over the coming weeks. We're actually there's a giveaway at the minute. If you let me actually just bring my screen back up. There's a giveaway at the minute. Before Diamonds even launches, you will be able to participate in the protocol by grabbing some NFTs. And all the money, the 100% of the money that comes in from the sale of these NFTs will be added to a buy and burn for the token. And you will go in with your diamond, your NFT will give you access to one of the Ethereum payout pools when the protocol kicks off. So there is a giveaway where you can get your hands on one of these NFTs before the protocol even launches. Now we'll dig into how they get minted and things whenever we dig deep into the white paper over the coming weeks. But let me just bring that screen back up again. Sorry, I'm using one screen tonight. That's why it's kind of awkward here. Profile, actually, we'll look up Blaze. Blaze. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the tweet about the giveaway. Okay, so this is hopefully you can see that. Okay, this is the giveaway for one of the NFTs. Now, what these NFTs, these diamond certificate NFTs, you'll probably see us if you're watching, if you're following me or Blaze or Rich or Utah on X. You'll have probably seen us posting images of diamond certificates, or and these are the NFTs that will be within the Diamonds protocol that you can use to get a share of one of the Ethereum payouts. So over these giveaways are first come, first served. So if you can go to the Blaze page at Blaze3Win and follow these 4 or 5 there's 4 things to do to get your hands on a ticket or an NFT. These are totally free, first come, first served. Now there's a little bit of work to be done. You've got to go into Buildify and create your own token. You've got to follow the Blaze, the DeFi Win X page. You've got to follow the Blaze 3, the Blaze page, and then you've got to go into Buildify and create your own token. But in my opinion, it's time well spent. Learning how to use Buildify will be time well spent for when that protocol launches. All right, we've got Rich back. Richie's coming back.
Oh, darling, lean in close for diamonds. The sultry Ethereum temptress making Blaze and X28 tokens sparkle with irresistible fire. 3 steamy payout pools lavish you with ETH, crushing cell pressure and whispering sweet utility in your ear. Drama? Please. We've got pure diamond desire. Slide those diamonds into the vault. Tease up to 888 for shares that'll make you shiver. Craving more? Crush extras for a bonus that'll leave your wallet begging. Payout seduce. 60% at 88 days. 40% at 288. Effortless, eternal, and oh so enticing. Baby, dive into the diamond's allure now. You know you want to.
Dive into the diamond's allure. That's actually, whenever people start to understand more about the protocol, what that lady in that video was saying is pretty pretty damn good alpha in that video, Rich.
Yeah, it's I'll tell you, he never ceases to amaze me. Every time he comes up with a video, it's just off the charts.
I'm sitting on the floor tonight. I'm still renovating the house and I've set myself up. My legs just gone numb. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. What happened to you? Where'd you go?
I don't know. StreamYard just booted me and it whatever. I had to restart my whole computer and zip back in. In the meantime, I'm fighting with somebody in Telegram. He says I'm coming to dilute his Blaze stake, Diamond Hand Club stakes. I'm like, what ETH are you getting today? And do you want to see that for another 400 days?
All right, give me 1 second. Let's reel that back a bit, because this is a good point. What did somebody say to you in the Telegram?
Why don't you pull up the Telegram and talk it over? Put it up on the screen if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, will do. Yeah.
I'm so tired of dealing with negative people that can fuck right off.
Yeah, well said. I've had enough too, and that's part of the reason why I've started to not argue. But whenever I see shit out in Telegram or out in Twitter that is incorrect, I'm calling it out. I'm not just sitting in the background anymore, letting people say things that are untrue. That's one thing that's rife out there, is people with opinions that are factually incorrect. It's all right to have an opinion whenever it's just an opinion, but whenever people start saying things that are actually incorrect, they do need to be called out. And there's so much fucking misinformation, so many loud people with the idea that their opinions are facts. And if you see me calling it out, feel free to hit back on me and question me if you think I'm wrong. But generally, I won't start arguing with somebody unless I know that I'm right. I don't just start going with opinions. So yeah, no, people. Yeah, I agree. Fair play. I'm fucking fed up listening to people talk absolute shit. Let's see. Which telegrams it in?
The diamonds chat.
I don't think it is in the diamonds chat. Is it just now? Oh, okay, okay. Well, here we go. Let me just a second now. We'll remove that.
It's somebody posing as somebody else in the telegram, coming to air their beef, which I'm fine with, but they don't see things through the right lens.
Okay. Okay, so where does start? Hey guys, read the white paper. Do you really want to dilute Diamond Hands Club from Blaze? Okay, so my first thing when I read that is if somebody's read the white paper deep, they think that the Diamond Hub is getting diluted, they are incorrect. What a diabolical plan do you have? You can no longer trust any project. Not, I don't even know why you even bother replying. I suppose you have to. Why didn't you come up with this idea in the first place, Day 365, after the launch of the Blaze project? Okay, well, on that, we covered this plenty of times before. The Blaze team failed miserably to create a protocol. 8 people in the Blaze team, of which I was one, of which Utah was one, failed miserably to work together to be able to bring a protocol to the table before Day 365. We tried, I tried, and we couldn't make it happen. When it couldn't make it happen, what did we do? Me and Utah stepped up and bought out their own fucking cash to not let a protocol die, a protocol where we have investors, people that have been here from in Titanx from day one that invested in Blaze. Me and Utah didn't want to see everybody just get everything get written off. We put our own money in to buy out the rest of the team, to take over the protocol and to work at and do what needs to be done for Blaze, for the Blaze community, for the people that invested in Blaze, for the people that believed in the message that we put out. We decided to step up and make all these things happen. So somebody in Telegram, whoever they are, saying that that diamonds is diabolical for Blaze. Again, absolutely insane comment to make if you're actually paying attention to what the fuck is going on.
I think it's worth reading through the rest of that so that for the benefit of others who may try to come with the same argument.
Okay, so hey guys, read the white paper. Do you really want to dilute Diamond Hands Club from Blaze? No, it was our main thing to never actually do that. What diabolical plan do you have? You can no longer trust any project in the crypto space, okay? We're out here streaming twice a week, front facing, asking everybody in the community to hit back on any comments that we make. I've literally just said that tonight. Why didn't you come up with this? The first idea. In the first 365 days, the protocol launch of Blaze, okay, we tried and failed. We had to put our own money in to try and revive the project. We knew that after day 365, you can no longer participate in diamonds. And you can now simply waited the price to drop so you could accumulate at low prices. And now you're launching a new project. Shame, okay, everybody. And if you go and look at the stats on who holds Blaze, what's happening with Blaze, everybody watching this stream and watching this over the last couple of months, we have been continually saying to scoop Blaze at these lows, and not too many people are doing it. The price is still going down. So today you have a better chance to get Blaze at a lower price than anybody else has ever had, ever. So there you go.
Yeah, tired of the excuses.
Who the fuck is this? We're given a complete troll error and time, which I don't like to do. But I mean, every single comment there is absolutely and utterly incorrect and thwarted back. And you can, okay, what's this? Sorry, these details were not found in the Blaze white paper. Only thing I found in the white paper, written in Blaze, the NFTs will be launched, but nowhere did it say that tickets will be available after day 365. Again, if you dig into that, in the Diamond Hand NFTs, there is no mention of 365 days. It doesn't matter. It mentions whenever your 4,000 tokens to get into the Diamond Hand Club, staking your 4,000 tokens has to be done before day 365. For the NFTs, there is no mention of any time frame. So, anything else you want to add to that?
Yeah, you could read my reply.
I'm not going to try and please you. You can be mad and glad in the same pair of underwear. Diamonds is going to increase your ETH payouts. Go put somewhere else. Negative Nancy. Yeah, I mean, diamonds, all people that are in Blaze at the minute, anybody that is staked in Blaze at the minute gets their 8-day payout. And all their payouts right up. If they've max staked and they have a diamond hand ticket, they get their payout at day 888. At the minute, none or virtually none of those staking rewards are increasing. Diamonds will give everybody that's staked already in Blaze more payouts. What a stupid fucking idiot this person is in the chat at the minute.
So just out of perspective, 28 tickets it takes to get a Diamond Head Club ticket today. That's not 4,000 tokens. That's going to cost $1,820 at today's Ethereum price, roughly.
And, and before the day before the Blaze Diamond Hand Club closed, it only cost $400.
$100, right?
Yeah, $400 to get one of those tickets.
People are not walking into this Diamond Hand Club pool at a bargain. They're having to pay to get in this. How many people are going to buy 28 NFTs at $1,800 cost to get into the Diamond Hand Club pool right now? And guess what? After the marketing phase ends, it's double that cost. So it's $3,600. This is not going to be a ton of people flooding into the Diamond Hand Club pool. This guy can fuck right off.
Yeah, completely and utterly incorrect. Okay, because even a Diamond Hand ticket at the minute is worth, we'll call it $1,200. It may not be quite as much as that, but a Diamond Hand ticket, there's 575k worth of ETH. There's something like 470 Diamond Hand tickets, so they're worth just over $1,000 each. So anybody coming in is going to have to pay. Anybody, even through Diamonds, that wants to get a Diamond Hand ticket in the Blaze 888 protocol, they need to pay more money than it's actually worth, and all that money that they pay benefits everybody that's already in the system. Fuck. Anything else worth covering there? Then why are you answering, if you're not part of Blaze, mind your own business? Right.
Yeah, you could imagine.
This is what we've got to put up with.
I'm already a passionate person, and once you trigger me, you pick the wrong person to fuck with.
Yeah. And this is why I'm looking forward to, and we're not even going mad promoting this at the minute. I'm just happy to sit and discuss a lot of the things within Diamonds as it comes over the next few weeks. Let's see, 1 second. Sorry, there's a few more comments to cover here. 8 founders recipe for disaster, Ali. Yeah, we've talked about this in the past. Eight people to build a protocol and market protocols is absolutely epic. 8 people to continually invest, develop, agree, plan what's coming next is not. So we're pretty much streamlined. Yet I wasn't a big participant in Blaze. As a founder of Blaze, I wasn't a big participant at the time because I had put so much money into building protocols that I wasn't able to, be a big participant in Blaze. But sorry, 1 second. But I do firmly believe that Blaze is an absolutely amazing protocol, and that's why I wanted to step up and be one of the people that takes it over. I see the potential in that, the way it's built, the way it's designed. All it needs is love and attention and good things built on top of it to be one of the best protocols, if not just in Titanx, on Ethereum. And that's what we're trying to do. Let's see. If Eric decides to do it, have better payout, he will pump all Titanx. Dragon X will have a lot more ETH. Yes, hopefully he can come along and put all that, some of that is the ETH into into Diamonds. Probably get a decent pump on day 888, my guess. right before big payday staking, death spiral until while Jake and Eric collects supply. Not going to dig into all that. My diamond hand tickets cost me 0. People will be people. I think that's just talking about the easy to trigger people these days. I wonder, was I triggered? Was I triggered by those comments? Was it?
He's talking about me.
Yeah, it is easy to trigger people these days. No doubt about it.
I'm always easy to trigger.
All right, Rich, I was asking you before you get cut off. So, what you were trying to do, what's different with diamonds that's not kind of out there at the minute? You were making some good points and you get cut off. Anything you wanted to add to what you already said?
Yeah, I mean, since Titanx and since Blaze, we haven't had a project that we can invest in to take ETH yields from. I mean, we can't constantly come up with new money to put in the system without getting something back. It's not practical. So we need a way to put some in, take a little back, put some in, take a little back. It's a give and take relationship. And if we don't have that, we have to take the token that we're participating in, sell it down into the structure, whether it's Titanx or if it's leverage on leverage on leverage, we got to come out 3 ways. And that's all good. I'm in all of those. I invested in all these projects. I love them all. In fact, they all have a future. I don't believe that all these bots are dead. Anyway, long story short, we don't have any ETH payouts. Why can't we have Ethereum payouts on at least on one project?
Yeah, because that's again, let's call it what it is. We were discussing this the other day, me and you, and just in a chat. Once day 365, Blaze, there's not much incentive to go into Blaze staking anymore. You're a big participant in there, and there's not much incentive to, certainly as a new player, to come in, buy Blaze and stake it. Correct?
Correct. I mean, that is not the best play, in my opinion, staking Blaze today, because you cannot get into the Diamond Hand Club, so you excluded from that pool, which has all the money in it.
Yeah.
You get to go into the other ones, but there's not enough Ethereum coming into the auctions every day to support, doing that. So that's the reason for Diamonds. Diamonds was created because I don't want to say exactly, but I'm a little bit under 10% of a stake holder in Blaze. I got a lot to fight for. I don't want to be diluted, but I wanted to help with this project to revive those Blaze bags, to revive those Ethereum payouts. So no, I don't want to dilute the bags. I'm coming here to help rectify the situation. And to have somebody sit over there and complain about, oh, you're going to dilute my bag, whatever, that's not the point. You're missing the point completely. We're going to hopefully triple, quadruple the 888 day payout. And so you're going to benefit from that. And like I said earlier, I don't see a flood of new Diamond Hand ticket holders. You got to buy 28 NFTs to do it. I mean, you would need 56 to get 2. That's a chunk.
And even getting 1 or 2 tickets, there's already 400 and something, 470 odd tickets. So
exactly. It's not worth. It's not worth. So anyway, the Diamond Certificate Store on the Diamonds protocol, when you buy an NFT, you get that 28-day payout. So that's enough reason to have the NFT. If you just happen to get to the level of owning 28, well, now you've owned bonus access to the Blaze protocol.
Yeah,
but not many people are going to get there.
Yeah, that's aimed at being pretty much something for nothing. It was a feature built into Blaze, a fully decentralized protocol, but it was a feature built in that can be added at a later date. And it's literally just one admin key that can add an NFT project into the mix. And that's what we've got here with Diamonds. Just to give a wee shout out. Bullish Sal. Sal, how's it going, man? Good to see you here. Yeah, we're alive, we're kicking, we're bullish as fuck.
We've been inviting Sal every weekend to come to join the stream.
Well, does he pop on in the comments on these Saturday streams, does he?
No. We've been inviting people every weekend. No one comes.
Okay, so another thing I want to get you to give. I want you to give, everybody that's watching, anybody that's interested in diamonds. I want you to give your take on one of the lines in the white paper is that it's built to benefit Blaze. It's built within the Titanx ecosystem, but it can also survive and thrive as a stand-alone project. Do you want to give us your thoughts on that part of it?
Yes, I would like to. So the Diamonds protocol has 3 Ethereum payouts.
All right, give me 1 second. Are you okay to talk for a couple of minutes while I go grab a drink?
Sure. Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, so the Diamonds protocol has 3 separate Ethereum payouts, and each user does not have to even use all 3. They could choose to just do staking and then wait 88 days or 288 days for the portion of that ETH and Blaze payout. If a person wants a weekly Ethereum payout, well, they can buy diamonds off the market, or they can wait for their tokens to come out from minting, which is a minimum of 100 days. You can early claim if it's profitable. So you can early claim those tokens, and then you can participate in the weekly exchange for ETH. As 20% of the ETH that comes in is being filled up into the weekly auction. That will be emptied out every 7 days. So there'll be people competing for that Ethereum. If no one goes in it and there's 10 ETH sitting in there, one person puts in 1 diamond, they own 100%. Well, the next person sees all of a sudden, okay, I'll put 2 in. Well, now he's got more than the other guy. Next thing you know, it's a competition to race for the Ethereum that's in that pool each 7 days. And after it empties out, everybody starts over. Nobody has an existing position, no ETH left to share. It starts over week 2 and on in perpetuity. And so that's one Ethereum payout. The third Ethereum payout is the 28-day payout pool that comes from the Diamonds protocol staking in the Blaze protocol. But since the diamond is contributing to all the Blaze Ethereum that's being put there, since it's causing a demand on the Blaze token, it's bringing new ETH into the Blaze system. So the Diamonds protocol is taking the Blaze from the diamond minting and sending that to the Blaze protocol to stake. When it gets paid, it is, by the way, it's not going into the 88-day pool. It cannot get in. So what all it's doing is getting access to the 8-day, the 88-day, and the 288 on the Blaze protocol. But from those Ethereum payouts, it takes that and gives 80% to the holders of the 28-day pool in the Diamonds protocol. And the way you have access there is you buy the NFTs. And yeah, if there's 100 NFTs out and you own one, you get 1% of the pool. It's no bonuses, no nothing else. It's just real cut dry. So I like the fact that there's 3 separate payout pools, and someone could participate in one and not the others, or all 3.
Okay, so sorry, go ahead. No,
and that's aside from the minting of the token alone, which, by the way, if you got a token that you have to wait 100 days for, and the only liquidity is available in the DEX, and then you have a buy and build that is putting 60% of the ETH that comes in directly to buy and build the LP, and then you have another buy and crush, which is akin to a buy and burn, that's coming in. 100% of the sales of the NFTs goes to buy and burn diamonds. So you got 2 forces of buy pressure being put on diamonds over a span of 100 days. And if the only supply was the original creation of the LP, you can imagine a $20 price or maybe higher. Now, I shouldn't be projecting prices, but I'm thinking I can't see where this thing don't just keep going north until someone claims their early claim and sell it down. Yeah, I'm not going to project price, but when you put constant buy pressure. Now, I didn't put this statement in. It does have a circuit breaker, so after it reaches a threshold of a certain ROI, it will shut off. So it's not going to just keep there and keep pumping the price. It will stop and wait for participants to either sell it down, or it will just sit there at that price. But it'll be a positive ROI, and okay.
So in saying all that, anybody in the comments, has Rich answered the question? How diamonds can be a standard, although it's built on Blaze, can it survive as a standalone protocol? You think you answered that correctly or well, Rich?
Yeah, I'm probably not the best at explaining things, but you can help out where I fall short.
I wasn't listening. I was away getting a drink.
Yeah, let's wait for questions, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, well, as I say, over the next few weeks, we'll dig into it. We're going to actually bring up the nice little flow diagram and go through it tonight. But I don't want to stay on for too long tonight, Rich. We've already been on for over an hour. Usually, I cut everything at 1 hour long. Anything else that you want to mention about diamonds before we move on to something else?
well, we currently have that campaign going on that we want to influence people to go to Buildify and learn how to use that system. That's a launch pad. There's a diamonds token that's in there. And to participate in the campaign, if you launch a token, it's real simple. It's all for free. All it takes is your time to participate. You go to the Buildify chat, you ask for some Sepolia ETH, you use a test wallet that you want to use Sepolia with, and then you go and create a token. And you can ask all the questions in the chat. Everybody's there to help. And if you build on the diamonds token, follow these simple little steps here, and post it to the Blaze chat, you get a ticket. You get a diamond. You get one of these NFTs, the diamond certificate store NFT.
Yeah,
And that
so
would
just
count towards your 28. That would be your quota if you were trying to aim to get 28 tickets.
yeah, so just what we're sharing on screen here. If you follow these, the NFTs when the project kicks off are going to be, for the first couple of weeks, they're going to cost 0.014 ETH. You can get one of these for free just by doing and following the steps in this Twitter post, by coming in, following Buildify, following Blaze, and going into Buildify and launching your own token on the testnet. So you have free money just by putting in a little bit of effort and learning some good things and engaging with some smart, wonderful people as you go.
Yeah, well, the reason for this campaign is twofold. It's one, to get people used to Buildify, which is another platform that I'm part of, but it also shows how Buildify will benefit all communities by giving a live use case with this campaign to focus it towards diamonds in this case. And so people will be able to use that, see how it can benefit. So let's say you're ORX maxi, and you want to figure out how to boost ORX or Orin. Well, you can go to Buildify. There's an Orin token already there. You can build on it. So, but anyway, I'm just trying to show use case of Buildify in this case. But at the same time, this is also for community building. We only have 28 NFTs to give away. That has to be done before launch, because once it's done, it's a one-time event. It can't be repeated. That way, we're never able to mint more NFTs from the protocol. Only a user can choose to mint from that point forward. So this was just community building, and yeah.
All right, so anybody go to, it's posted on my Twitter page, it's posted on the Blaze Twitter page. Go there and find all the details. You want to grab yourself a free NFT. You want to answer this. So the protocol begins with 0 ETH, all based on user participation, or do we start with the treasury?
Yeah, so the Genesis will start the main LP, so we'll have to put up the X28, equivalent to 1 Ethereum at the time of launch. So we'll put that up, and the diamonds tokens will be minted to match that in equal value. And after that happens, that's it. That's all that the project will be funded. And then from that point forward, it's user participation.
Yeah, the only other thing to add to that is that the NFTs, the sale of NFTs, there will be a period where people can come in, mint NFTs early at a reduced price. What happens with all that ETH that's used to mint NFTs, Rich?
100% of that gets put in the buying crush of diamonds. So diamonds could theoretically start on day one with a balance of a buy and burn.
Depending on how much people come in and participate. Now, I hope over the next few weeks, people who are paying attention to what we're doing here, I believe that we can build something here between Blaze and Diamonds that is another sort of awesome ecosystem within Titanx, and we can and will be aiming this. You can come in with just ETH. We can market this to people who know nothing about Blaze, who know nothing about Titanx, because you can simply come along to this thing with just ETH and put ETH in and earn ETH back. So, yeah, we'll be putting a lot of effort into, marketing it that way, as opposed to what we've done in the past, and launching things within the ecosystem that needs the people within the ecosystem to understand what's going on in all of Titanx. This protocol is completely different.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to just end with saying the key concept of this project is and the reason for the ETH payouts is so that if we're going to be paired only with X28, we're going to be building a thick LP there. 60% of the ETH that comes in is going to buy Titanx and buy or convert to mint X28. And from that, it's going to take half of that and send half X28 and half diamonds that it bought, put that in the LP. And so it'll be continuously rebuilding this thick LP. So it'll be there for you to sell into, but there will be a little less need to have to sell into it if you got all these Ethereum payouts that you need diamonds to participate in to get that ETH. So that it's pretty neat that we have thought of ways to put less sell pressure onto the X28 pool. Yes, it'll be there for that, but it's less necessary when you have other means of exiting the system with ETH reward payouts.
ETH rewards payouts are fucking epic. So,
that's how I plan to use it.
Yep.
I plan to participate in my own protocol, you bet, because I invest in all the projects that launch on Titanx. I love them all.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with them. I participate in a lot, but I think I'm gonna be going. Okay. I'm concentrating my efforts on Blaze and everything that we start to build from here. Trade Brawl, I've got a few ideas of how to tie that into our own little ecosystem here at the minute, our own little kingdom within Titanx. So I do plan to shift a lot of my focus from investing in other things to doing everything that I can to get the focus on the protocols that I'm here talking about, here building, here streaming, here working for. So I'm excited to get my hands on a few of these NFTs as soon as they launch and get that money into the Bamburn and help the system kick off.
I absolutely will be buying 28 of them.
You're
so I'm going to help kickstart. What's that?
You're addicted to Diamond Hand NFTs.
Well, I just want to kickstart the system. I mean, sometimes you got to prove to other people what you can do by doing it. What can be done by doing it.
I hope we are proving to people that are watching and paying attention that we're not here to fuck about. We've took all the licks. There's not too many people that are here continuing to build, continuing to invest, and continuing to stand up for the things that they originally built. You see people even knocking Inferno. The Inferno team did nothing. This, that. Utah, part of the Blaze team, has worked tirelessly to continue getting Inferno X launched, to add to the liquidity over there and busting his balls. It's on Coinbase now, and that was always a part of his goal. Millions of people are going to have access to, without ledgers, without MetaMask, download a Coinbase wallet and buy Inferno X through the Coinbase app. And that was a big goal of his a long, long time ago. Before, shout out to him. I remember, he had a dream of getting Inferno X on the base so that it could be on Coinbase, and it's there now. A lot of people don't have access to the app yet, but he pulled it off. So kudos to him, and I hope people can see that we're here. If you want to invest in a team, you want to invest in people and a project that are here for the long haul, that are not going to give up, that are going to continue to fucking work for their bags. That is us. That is us. So as you see diamonds coming up, buy some NFTs, get behind the protocol. We can bring so much more to the fucking table. And we can bring fun, engagement, and we can even bring trade brawl games to the Blaze ecosystem as well. So Lots,
That would
lots,
be
and lots to come.
Yeah, that would be exciting. And just one last key point is that we're also building this on X28 for a reason. It wasn't just a random choice. And in fact, it wasn't even the popular choice. It was the unpopular choice.
Yeah,
Because
it was.
yeah, we feel that we can revive X28. And once that happens, then we start to see Titanx flow into the X28 model, and that burns the Titanx. So in the beginning, we'll have to buy it. Once we get it over parity, then people will come in and get the cheaper price through minting. And yeah, they may arb it back down. Good for them. I mean, if that's what their game is, that's okay. But anyway, the point is we're going to revive X28 in the process of running this project. And that's another reason why the ETH payouts is so beneficial, because you don't have to sell down the X28.
Yeah, I mean, I seen a comment. I seen a comment yesterday or today that something along the lines of X28's fucked unless Jake comes back, or other things like we're all fucked unless Jake comes back. But we're here, and all these things exist. People think X28 is dead. It doesn't. X28 can be built on. It can be used. It doesn't actually need Jake to take off. Yes, it will help massively, but it could help massively. But people have written it off. You completely already written it off, and we and a few other builders in the ecosystem completely and utterly disagree. And we're doing all we can. I think it was a great choice in the end, and it's one of those things. If it starts to come back, pull back to parity, it's going to catch a hell of a lot of eyeballs when it does that. We're here for when that happens.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that when we launch Diamonds next month, that the price of X28 is still at 0.6 or 0.5 or whatever, because we know we're going to bring it back to 1-to-1, so we get an advantage right there.
Yep. Okay, but I will not dig in. I want to call it. We're gonna. Why is an advantage? Why is that an advantage? But make it clear to people. Over 100 people watching now. Why is that an advantage?
Well, when you're paired with in the liquidity pool with X28 and it's running at a 0.6 ratio, and it goes to a 0.1, it's bringing up the price of diamonds with it. Same way Ethereum will bring up tokens that are paired with it on the Ethereum network.
Supposedly.
Well, I mean, it depends on how much sell pressure you got working against you, but most tokens that are paired with another token that goes north is going to be pulled up with it.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to start wrapping up now, Rich. So we'll get into some final comments in a few minutes.
Diamonds are forever. The crown jewels keep. Diamonds are forever. Locked whispers of the sea. Diamonds are forever. Blaze that cracks the night. Diamonds are forever. Your ticket to the flight. NFTs, baby, sharp as diamond claws. 28 days of flex, no room for flaws. Stake your claim, don't fold, don't sell, just rise. Diamond mines the prize under crypto skies.
Nice. Okay, we're going to wrap it up now, Rich. Anything you want to mention as closing comments?
No, I think I'm talked out.
No, all good. Yeah, fair play to you for stepping up. You've been turning up to the weekly blaze on. I usually only do one stream a week. You've been turning up to building all the stuff you've done with Smoke, multi-chain, massive, good, thick liquidity pools, tax tokens, non-tax tokens. You've built so much with Smoke over the last few months. You're one of the builders in Buildify, another massive project that is built to help all the projects in Titanx, but also it is a project to reach out for far and wide across Ethereum. in all different ecosystems and communities. You have been building, working hard, building diamonds, a standalone protocol, but built on Blaze, and you've joined the Blaze team as well as streaming every Tuesday and every Saturday. So fair fucking play to you, man. Absolute workhorse, and I'm glad that you're on my team.
Thank you. And you know what? This is why it's probably so easy to trigger me, because people don't know the cost that I'm putting in. I mean, the money that I spent on protocols, the time that I've spent in Buildify, 4-hour meetings, 2 and 3 days a week since February. Like, step off.
Yep. Sometimes totally, you don't want thanked for it, but it is thankless. You do want a little bit of respect. Sometimes would go a long way. Yeah.
Exactly. But you know what? I'm willing to perform. Like, I hate watching. I mean, in America, we got football players, and they get out there and they showboat, and then they get thrown a pass because they've showboating because they don't have a pass thrown to them. When it gets thrown to them, they don't catch it. Go out there on the field and perform. And I'm willing to be that person. Go out there and perform and tell people, you just judge me by the work we do. Wait, don't prejudge. Wait till we do it.
Yep, exactly. Okay. All right. Cheers for being here again tonight, Rich. Chat to you tomorrow.
Yeah, peace out.
All right. Hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. We had, just over 100 people tune in. Nice coverage of what's going on out there. I love diamonds. I love the protocol. I love what Rich has done with it. And I'm totally 100% behind it. Anybody that's willing to step up and build on Blaze is a good person in my books. And we're hoping to bring a lot of participation and a lot of outside people into Titanx through diamonds, because as Rich had mentioned there, it can work as a standalone protocol. Ethereum payouts for everyone. I hope we hit home with the our dedication to not just this protocol, and you can see it to the ecosystem. We're not people that turn up here and sell on red days, extract, run away. We're here to do all we can, maybe sometimes foolishly, to pick our plays and fucking work for our bags. Not everybody has the same work ethic, the same ethos, the same integrity, but I believe we've got it in abundance. And hopefully you'll start to come along, participate a little bit more in Blaze, show support for Blaze and what we're doing here, and get involved in diamonds as well. If you're if you're holding some P-Day, maybe pop over and join in the P-Day conference. Conferences are usually pretty damn bearish, but it is what it is. I've got my bags of P-Day. I'm holding on to them for dear life. Sometimes it feels good, sometimes it feels bad. But I think everybody should have some P-Day in their bags. Not financial advice, but it's I think seeing a comment earlier on there in the chat that the P-Day lottery. I wouldn't want to not have a bag in case there is some serious mega pumpage of P-Day at some stage in the future. So we'll leave it at that. So over just 112 people there tuning in at the minute. Thanks everybody for being here and tuning in, choosing to spend your Saturday night listening to the ramblings of myself and Rich Landon. There's not a better way to spend your Saturday night. So on that note, everybody take it easy. Hang in there. I suppose that the thumbnail for the stream was to talk about the horror of the market crash. The market crash to me feels kind of bullish. Hopefully it does to you too. Utah says it every week on the Tuesday stream. Hold the line. Don't get shaken out.
Oh, darling, lean in close for diamonds. The sultry Ethereum Temptress making Blaze and X28 tokens sparkle with irresistible fire. 3 steamy payout pools lavish you with ETH, crushing cell pressure and whispering sweet utility in your ear. Drama? Please. We've got pure diamond desire. Slide those diamonds into the vault. Tease up to 888 for shares that'll make you shiver. Craving more? Crush extras for a bonus that'll leave your wallet begging. Payout seduce. 60% at 88 days. 40% at 288. Effortless, eternal, and oh so enticing. Baby, dive into the diamond's allure now. You know you want to.